What up, everybody? It's the Chakra Doctor. Put your money where your mouth is. June 11th, 2022, Houston, Texas. All-day healing event from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Private sessions, group sessions, positive food, positive music, positive people. The link is in the description of this video, and you can call the number in the flyer for more information.
You won't put down. Grab the House of Lazenberry series by author Daniel Webb. Since his controversial interview at the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, the books can't stay on the shelf. Grab the series, The House of Lazenberry, The House of Lazenberry 1970H, and The House of Lazenberry, A Time to Heal. Link in the description box.
Later, I don't remember anything from that time until I remember seeing Tom Brady throw the Super Bowl MVP trophy to Gronk on the boat in the water. And when I woke up and I was like, damn, because you got to remember in December, they wasn't doing that well.
Right.
And I was like, damn, those niggas won the Super Bowl?
Holy shit.
That's the first thing I remember. But bro, man, I couldn't move. So now I'm wondering, what the hell happened? I mean, did I have a car accident? Hope I didn't hurt somebody else or hurt my family or my wife or my son.
Whoa.
And he's like, damn, but because I couldn't move from the neck down at that time. So people would laugh and be like, oh, that nigga can't move his hands. I could move my hands and stuff now. I couldn't then. And I thought I was paralyzed from the neck down. But over the time and therapy and all of that, man, I'm getting better day by day. I can get myself into a wheelchair with a little help. And it's coming back. But, man, I couldn't lift my hands 6-7 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah. That's serious, man.
Hell yeah.
We know Kay Slater's passed away. You kind of talked about him a few moments ago.
Yeah,
did you know him? And how you feel about him passing away, man, so suddenly like he did?
I was praying for him because Wack was always, Wack 100. I don't know their relationship or something, but to me, when he called me, he always spoke positive and like, what's going on, man? What's wrong with this shit? His family telling me that he can't move and stuff. What's up with this? Why is this stuff affecting your bodies like this? I mean, we understand that not breathing and all of that or having harder, shorter breath, but you barely hear about people that feel like they're paralyzed from it. And that's something that he and I both experienced. Don't know if Clay had ever got off the ventilator or not, but man, I had a feeding tube in me. I had a trach in my throat. That's why people always say, that nigga got a hole in the throat. Well, the hole kind of closed. Right now, it's kind of sleeping for some reason. Well, it's kind of breathing out, but that's not normal. I don't know why it's doing that right now. But man, I'm telling you, that stuff messes up your body, man. And a lot of people didn't make it, bro. Like you said, 50-50. I think it's a little lower.
Wow.
And once you go on that ventilator, I heard 20% of the people that went on the ventilator didn't make it. And I'm blessed. I'm grateful.
For sure. For sure. Now, the last time we spoke to you, I can't remember. It was probably a couple years now.
Yeah.
You were on your way to be, to go do a prison sentence.
Yeah.
How was it in there? We didn't get a chance to talk to you about your prison time. I mean, a lot of people saying the police officer going into, prison should be hell. How was your time? I think you said you spent time in a prison camp.
I went to a camp.
Okay.
Which, is guys that got less than 10 years left. That generally I've been in prison with guys that had 30 years. But they had worked their way down, didn't get into much trouble. And it's all about a point system. And if your point system is under, I think like 12 or 13 points, you qualify for a camp. And going in, I qualified for a camp because I had never been in any trouble before. And I was just in on a marijuana, case. And so that already puts you at a lower camp. But, man, it's all about respect, man. You treat people with respect. You give it, they give it back. You go in there acting like you tougher or better than somebody else, and of course, they're going to treat you accordingly. But, you got your cliques. You got your whites, your blacks, your Mexicans, and everything is very cliquish. And you kind of control each other, watch out for each other that way. And then you get your territories within your race. You're from Southern California or Northern California, I was in a Southern California prison, federal prison. And so, we had little issues among ourselves with the blacks from up north in Oakland and Sacramento and us being from LA, where we kind of clicked together a little more. But for all in all, man, blacks stick together and watch each other. They got the different gangs, the South Siders, the Northerners. and they have what they call the Paisas, which is like the Border Brothers type, and they mainly on the West Coast. They kind of control the prisons as far as the numbers game, as far as the numbers. But man, I ain't having not one problem in there, not one incident in there. It was all respectful. Of course, people knew who I was because of the Death Row Chronicles was running at that time, right. And the Mexicans, they to be honest was even more cooler. So I was kind of cooler with the Islanders and the Mexicans more than the blacks. And the only reason not the blacks was because of they how we treat each other. You know how blacks are. Oh, fuck that nigga. Right. But they were all cool because it was only about 20, 30 of us in there, 25 or 30 of us in there. And so you got to stick together because you got 100 Pisces and stuff. They want to trip, they can trip. And they can make, because it's all about getting jobs and stuff like that in there. It's just a whole bunch of different politics. But guys that's in the camp generally are not getting in trouble for anything but sneaking off and using the cell phones in there. That's about all that you pretty much got in trouble. Because, man, I tell you, anything I wanted in there, you was able to get. And so it was all good, man. It was all good.
Well, now the last time we also spoke to you, like you just alluded to, you were the man out here in these podcast streets. You know what I mean? Gangster Chronicles was going crazy. You headlining that without question. You were the main man when it came to that show. Well,
I appreciate you saying that. Norman still don't believe that, but I appreciate you saying that.
We don't even know who that is. But anyway, you talk about the content creation, because I mean, obviously, like you said, you were one of the biggest dudes out here. Then you go serve time, and then unfortunately you get real sick. And I'm sure life, when you came out of everything, was completely different and not even thinking about content creating. But when you did get out of everything and you started getting back on your feet, did you start getting back into, the podcast game and the content creation? How did that go?
Yeah, it took me a minute. Art the Dialogue. I forget. I don't say
Art
it right.
Dialogue. Shout out to him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my boy. He helped me out a lot, and he got me out there first. Then, of course, Vlad reached out, and I did a little bit with Vlad, a show. And then I'm always on the show called Bomb First YouTube channel. That's my home. That's my boy John Highland. And I've been getting on that Clubhouse a little bit, but man, that Clubhouse is because I'm just bored. I'm sitting in a bed all day. So y'all see, so I get on there, and I'm a social. I get out there. And anybody that asks me to come and do their show business, a big show like yours or small show like others, I'm there. I don't even ask what's it about, what you going to ask me about, what they trying to do. I'm just like, what day is it? What day you want me? And so I try to be that way. People think it's like being a media whore. I just try to, I look at it as like trying to help out other people, right, man. And that's all I'm on. You treat me like a fair people person, I'm going to treat you like that. If you don't, then I'm going to attack your ass.
Right. Now, what happened? Because, I mean, like you said, Gangster Chronicles, we knew you had to go to, to prison. But at one time, Gangster Chronicles, they was hot. What happened with Gangster Chronicles? Like, why did all of a sudden one day, like, it seemed like members were in, members were out, and it changed from that original format? Didn't you help create that show, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I mean, me and Norman still was on the phone. He trying to take all the credit down, and he had this idea of him and Glasses Malone a year and a half ago and stuff. I'm like, dude, you don't remember your lives. We used to call it Death Row Chronicles for the first three or four episodes. And then I was like, man, we niggas tired of hearing about Death Row. They want to hear about stuff you got. You got this boy, Alex Alonso, who's a great, street guy, a politician, but he's a great moderator. Yep. He's our Molly. Because, I'm a big Stephen A. Smith fan, and the First Take on ESPN. So I looked at him like Molly. And then me and James was like, well, Max, Max and James, And I thought we had a great what's the word?
Chemistry
together. Yeah, us three. But then there were some issues. They never really liked Alex because Alex, speaks up a lot and all of that. James was really just following my lead. I was trying to bring him in and have him do, just bring a street nigga into this little world. Try to find out how you can make an honest dollar, a good dollar. And so that was me and James' relationship. But then Norm saw the success, in my opinion, saw the success and was like, whoa, let me get rid of Alex. Reggie gone now. Let me get rid of Alex and me and James can take over this. You know, our boy came at him with some money, Charlemagne and his show. And he just cut niggas out.
Wow.
And changed it up. And quite frankly, that's why his show dead now. And he got away from the topic that I wanted, to be honest. My thing was just us three talk about things going on. Now he want to be, because he don't know anything. He just want to interview everybody. I said, no, man, you got to get out there and speak and talk, and no current affairs, which me and Alex was about. James was just speaking from the heart. He didn't get in no sessions and talk with, you know, me and Alex before the show. He was just like, whatever, what y'all want, I'll put my point of view in. And then me and Alex would kind of come up with, well, this is what's going on. A cop just shot this lady unarmed. A man just broke in the house and shot somebody unarmed. I don't tell my side. James tell the street side. You tell the police side. You know, we had that great, like you said, chemistry going. And I think they got away from it. They got to the point where they just wanted to do interviews. And I think that's what killed them. When I came home, I told him, I said, Norm, you're killing the show, man. You need to maybe do one interview. One interview here and there is cool. But the dynamic was us three talking and stuff like that, or bring somebody in and talk about current events, current topics. But he disagreed.
Yeah, it's funny how he did that. But anyway,